Hello everybody, welcome back to Mindful Monday. My name is Melissa and I'm so excited to be sharing with you how to start to meditate. Now, in saying that, I really want to go to the basics, and that is how we have to really learn how to warm up before we even start meditating. And this is something that I think people just don't talk about. There are so many amazing people out there who practice meditation, who teach meditation, who are meditating, but they never really seem to talk about warming up for meditation. And this is something that I really feel is so important, because this warm up is not just prior to before we meditate. This is also our consistent core that's going to carry us through the journey of meditating for years to come. And this is something as well that if we don't practice before we start meditating, that we're going to learn later on, and we're going to be wondering, why didn't I know about this at the start? So what is it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know, stick around and I'm going to be sharing with you right now. So the core to every meditation is your breath. Yes, you heard it, your breath. And I know you've heard this so many times before, but let me tell you, there isn't enough emphasis on this. Just like an athlete, before he has to go out there and perform, he has to do a warm-up. Okay, so bear with me. And it's the same with meditation. If we really want to get the benefits from it, and we want a peak meditation where we're really learning how to sit in stillness, or if we want to be open to letting somebody else guide us, such as a guided meditation or practicing mantra, we have to warm up. And the best way to do this is really just by learning how to breathe properly. So how do we learn how to breathe properly? It's very simple. Just like in yoga, people who practice yoga, and like I said earlier, athletes, they have to learn how to breathe, because they're doing all the stretches and all the different poses, and they have to be able to break through all the pain and all the feelings and the muscles in their body moving and everything they're feeling. They have to be able to breathe through it. And it's the same with meditation. Even though it's not a painful experience, meditation is far from it, but the breath has such power to enhance our meditation. And what I'm trying to say is this is going to be really, really beneficial for the people out there who really do come to meditation for different reasons, such as somebody could be ill, they could have a lot of pain in the body and they want to learn how to manage it more, and they've heard somewhere that meditation can be beneficial, mindfulness practice, and yes, all of the above is true. Or it could be somebody else who suffers with anxiety or depression, or it could be an overwhelmed mom that is finding rearing her kids difficult. Maybe her kids are having tantrums, or it could be somebody out there who has a full-time job, or maybe has 2 or 3 jobs, and they're very overwhelmed, very tired, and they feel a little bit anxious or overwhelmed, and they just want to learn how to relax and be calm and to be an overall balanced human being. And you hear all the time meditation, meditation, mindfulness, meditation. But the thing is, yes, meditation, mindfulness, they're all amazing, but they all are linked together. And the main core and the main link really through all these practices is your breath. Okay, this is something you don't have to go leave your house for. You don't have to buy it in a shop. You don't have to order it online. You don't even have to watch somebody do it once you learn it yourself. This is something you can do, and it's also going to be your warm-up. So this video is not about sitting in a lotus pose right now. This will be another video. What I really want to do is to really get you into a real grounded position where you know the rhythms and the flows of your own breath, so that when you get into a lotus pose, or you decide to sit in a chair, whatever your physical being allows you, or whether you choose to lie in your bed, that you're able to totally be able to get in touch with your presence, and to be able to really get in touch with your breath, so much so that that mind chatter disappears, number one. Number two, that you break through the pains or the blocks that you have in your mind or in your body. So it's so important what I'm teaching you right now. And I'm not a teacher, so I don't want to even say it like that. What I'm trying to say is this is my experience. I'm just sharing it. And through my experience, through my life, all the things that I've mentioned, working overtime, working 3 jobs, working full-time, being a parent, having pain in the body, I've experienced it all. And I know that the breath is the number one thing, that if I'm consistent with it and I really want to get into a deep meditative state, then this is something that can really enhance my meditation. But not only that, it enhances my overall well-being. If you think about it, okay, when we are in an anxiety mode, okay, or if you're having an anxiety attack. Now, I haven't experienced myself this personally, but I have spoke to people who have, and what they have told me is that they have this feeling in the body of their heart racing. Not only that, that their breath becomes more rapid. So this is why I really want to share this with all of you. And this is not just for the people suffering with anxiety, because there's many people out there who have different stresses. And like I say, it could be the mother like myself that gets overwhelmed at times when their kids are in tantrum, you know, and we can start to feel a little bit jittery or a bit stressed, because what tends to happen is when we see something, we start to feel it sometimes in our own body. It's like if somebody's giving out to us, we automatically feel that, or if somebody's triggering us, you know. So it's really important to be able to get in touch with how you're feeling in the body by being able to monitor your own breath. And this is really by noticing the rhythm of your breath. When you're excited, when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're triggered by somebody, when your child is crying, when your partner says something they don't mean, when somebody, your friend, upsets you, or it doesn't matter, you know, what the situation is. But if you are able to be so aware that you can spot when your breathing becomes more rapid or more shallow, this is really the start of really being able to master meditation in your future. So why is this so important? Okay, so when we're breathing in through the nose, like I spoke earlier, you think of it like a circle. Okay, so we're breathing through the nose, it's going into the chest, so we feel the rise and the fall of the chest. Then it's going into the abdomen, which is your belly area. You feel the rise and the fall of your abdomen, and then it's coming back out, and it's repeating the same cycle over and over again. So think of it as a circle. So all I want you to do for this week, okay, is to start to notice your rhythms of your breath, and also to start practice breathing. And you don't really have to do any fancy position to do this. You can just sit or lie in your bed, but what I will ask you to do is keep your eyes open. This is so important when we're starting, because I really want you to be able to just really stay concentrated, especially if you're lying down or if you have pain in the body and you just really, it would be easy for you, we'll say, if you keep breathing and keeping your eyes closed, that you may fall asleep, especially if you're going to be doing this in the evening. Okay, so it's important to do it at a time that is where you won't be interrupted and that you will be able to just notice. And what I will say also is you're going to have a lot of mind chatter the first time. You may start thinking about things and you may come off noticing the breath. This is totally normal. But if you have any breakthroughs, or if you have any moments through the day where you feel anxious or you feel relaxed, note all these. Maybe keep a journal and write it down. It can be so helpful just by monitoring your own breath. You know, today my breath got rapid when my toddler started crying, or today my breath, my breathing got rapid when my partner said such and such to me, or when this person did this, or when I watched something on TV. Whatever, you know, the experience is. Try and write those little things down. And I'm not asking you to analyze every moment of your day. Absolutely not. But just the main parts, whether it's a great feeling of breathing where you feel very balanced breathing, which you will know because you're calm and you're feeling happy, you can write that down also. You know, always follow it up with something good too, just to keep you motivated. Anyway, when we sit down and we start to notice our breath, we're breathing through the nose, so we're taking a deep breath through the nose. We're watching the rise and fall of our chest, as I said, rise and fall of our abdomen, and we're breathing out. And this is going to be continuing. So this is what you're going to be practicing, either lying down or sitting up. And please don't do what I did there. I closed my eyes. This is out of habit. So if you're just starting, keep your eyes open if it's more comfortable for you. And basically, all you're going to be doing is concentrating on that circle. So if you can envision that you're breathing in a circle of life, because your breath is the circle of life, if you think of it like that. Think of it as a chain. And there's all links on the chain, and you're breathing it in. Think about if one of those chains snapped, then you wouldn't be here. Your breath would stop. Exactly. This is how important the breath is, and we really take it for granted because it's working all the time on its own. But when we place attention on it, it can become so powerful, especially for the anxious person or the overwhelmed mom or the overtired person that really needs to learn how to relax without numbing themselves drinking, without smoking, without overeating. So this really is the core of meditation. It can really enhance your practice for the future. And really, I really cannot place enough emphasis on this. Please monitor your breath. Start getting in touch with it. Start getting to really acknowledging it and becoming aware of it. And it really will become your best friend. And more importantly, when we are at a stage where we are really, really present with the breath, then we can actually start to train our own biology. We can learn to be able to breathe through the difficult situations without having to work so hard, to be able to breathe through the anxiety attack, to be able to breathe through all the sticky situations that we get into. So what I mean by that is we're going to be retraining ourselves how to breathe so that we can actually change our own biology, is in changing our heart rate. If our heart is beating rapidly because we're having an anxiety attack, or maybe we're overwhelmed with our child, or something has happened to us, or we've had some trauma, to be able to feel that and to be able to breathe through it is very important. And the more that we do that, we're changing our chemistry, we're changing our cardiovascular system, and we're changing our breathing also into a more balanced flow. That's what we're looking for. Why you're here is because you want to learn how to be probably more focused, to be able to achieve more in your life, to be more relaxed, and to be a better balanced human being. And really getting in touch with the breath is the number one way. I really, really want to get this across. So for this week, my task for you is, if you really, 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 really want to be able to train yourself to stay calm, to be focused when you need to be able to relax, to be able to manage when you're overwhelmed, or if you have anxiety, to be able to just really master meditation for the future to come, to get the most benefit out of it. We all know the benefits of meditation. It's scientific now that it does regulate the cardiovascular system, that it has it keeps people younger. It's proven that people who meditate on a daily basis, that they're more focused, but at the same time they're calm. So there's many studies out there, and I can let you do your own research. So you yourself, don't just take it from me. Put yourself out there, research this, and see yourself. And I can guarantee you as well, if you research breathwork, you will see all the studies on that also. How many amazing masters of meditation, every single one of them will bring you back to the awareness of your own breath, your presence. So there is no other way around it. And I wish there was a fast track that I could share with you right now, but this is it. This is the core. If you can master this, then sitting in a lotus pose, becoming still, will definitely become easier, because what people are always more focused on is when they sit in a lotus pose, that they get a scratch, they get an itch, or they may need to go to the toilet, or they have a load of mind chatter. And the one thing they're missing out on was that warm up, on actually being able to get in line with their own breath, to be able to actually retrain their breathing, to be able to train their breathing, to be able to make the mind calm, to stop the chatter, to be able to go into this circle of alignment where they're able to feel the breath completely coming into the body, placing the hands, starting off warming up, rise and fall of the chest, rise and fall of the abdomen, to be so in touch that they can feel the life in themselves, and they feel so connected to it that they're able to focus, and they're able to bring themselves into mindfulness awareness in their everyday life. And the reason I said to practice this with your eyes open, even though I keep closing my eyes when I'm doing this here on the video, is I want you not only to do this on a cushion, on your bed, or sitting in a chair. I want you to be empowered enough that you're able to breathe through every situation in your life, that when you step out into the world and something comes your way, an obstacle or something amazing, that you're able to breathe that in and breathe it out and move on, and not actually get overwhelmed if it's we'll say if it's a situation that you don't feel comfortable with, or if it's an exciting, amazing, passionate experience, that you're able to breathe that into and own it, but at the same time release it, to know, to trust that you're going to have more of these experiences in your life. So this is really what mindfulness is about. It's all about awareness. It's all about getting in touch with your senses. And I don't really know why I haven't spoke about this before. I have made many videos on breathing, and I've shared before that all my different experiences, that I do a 12-second breath technique in the morning. And the reason I haven't spoke about that again in this video is that I really feel that 12 seconds is not enough. You know, if you want to really master your meditation, it is fine for me because I've been meditating for 10 years now, you know, and I'm able to refocus myself. Now, in saying that, I have to remind myself too, but I also meditate in the evenings, you know, every single night. And I've also had the experience of meditating in the mornings, you know, throughout my life, in the afternoons, whenever I felt like it at some stages, you know, so I really know the differences and what works and what doesn't. And I have many other things that I'm going to be sharing with you, but I really felt that this video just needed a whole video just based on this. And I know I'm calling it a warm-up, but it really is your core to practicing and living meditation. You know what I mean? Being able to walk in action, to be able to control how you're feeling, to be able to hold your balance, to be able to put up your boundaries, well, you know, to not take on the world's problems, to be able to, okay, see them, because meditation is not about blocking our eyes and putting a bubble around us and everything is positive and, you know, we're holier than thou. Absolutely not. We're not monks. We're humans here, like, you know. I'm a mother, I'm all the different things that many other people are. I've been a student, I am a mother, I have a partner, you know, I've been a full-time worker, as I said. And, you know, we have to be able to carry this into the real world. We have to be able to go out into the world and be able to use these techniques in our lifestyle, you know. So I'm not saying that, you know, that you have to be this, that, or the other. What I'm trying to say to you is that you can use this in your lifestyle. You can tailor this into your lifestyle once you actually master your own being, your own breath. And there's nobody else that can do this for you. You know, even if you go to some guru in India or some meditation master, all they're ever going to do is share with you different techniques. They can't make you feel a certain way. The power really is within you, you know, and this power that we have, this breath, you know, this is our life. And I really feel that we don't appreciate it enough. We're not grateful enough for it, and we don't realize how much power we have with it. Like I said, if we master the breath, we can literally do anything. You know, we can really focus on anything that we want to. We can breathe through any situation, even down to labor. You know, with my second child, I really used the power of the breath through the labor, and I can tell you, I smiled the whole way through it. And I know there's a lot of people out there who won't believe this, but it's absolutely true. Of course, I felt the pain just like anybody else, but it was not at the strength where I'd felt it the first time, because I was so in touch with my own body. I was able to regulate myself. I knew how to be able to push through the pain and to just do it, knowing that, you know, I was going to get this magnificent baby at the end of it. And it really was an amazing experience. And this is what I want for you too, not just in your labor, but I want you to be able to know this, that you can retrain yourself, you can train your breathing to be able to break through pain as well, especially if you are somebody who's in pain, you know. And you know, there are many people out there who have pain, or if you're somebody that suffers with depression or anxiety, your breath really is powerful. It's always talking to you. It's always telling you, you know, it's your life. If you think of it as your life force, your chi, you know, your prana, as they say. And really, that is what it is. If, like I said earlier, if we weren't breathing, we wouldn't be here. So anyway, guys, this is my video for this week. I know it's a little bit longer, and I'm sure a lot of you that came here thought that I was going to be speaking about all the different ways we can meditate, and I didn't do this to reel anybody in. I really want to be genuine here. I just want to share my real experience, and I don't think it's fair by just showing you how to meditate without really giving you the warm-up and the core basics of meditation. You really will benefit from this, and it can be so powerful for you. So with all that said and done, I'm going to give you a great big kiss, And if you found this video helpful and you want to come back for more videos on the rest of the steps that I'm going to be guiding you through to be able to have an amazing meditation, then please hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. And if you really don't want to miss the video, then please hit the bell, because this is how you will be notified when I make my next video. And with all that said and done, just remember that your presence matters as much as mine. And I hope that somebody out there, even if it's only one person, heard what I was saying today, you know, and really got the importance of how breath work can really enhance us as a human being as a whole, you know, our own biology, everything. And that can help us to become more focused and more balanced and more healthy. So anyway, guys, I'm going to give you another kiss, and I'm really going to have to say goodbye now, but I can't wait to talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.